Hello and welcome to my Kartra review, where I'm going to be going over some of their most popular features and kind of giving you my opinion based upon some of the changes that they have made recently. If you would like to follow along or simply test out Kartra, I will leave my link down below in the description. And if you click that, not only can you get a free trial, but it's going to be extended to a full 30 days. So given the fact that Kartra is an all-in-one builder, they have so many features to go over. I've done a lot of separate videos about some of the micro features, and I've done a review previously, so I'm not going to go through everything, but with that in mind, let's start off with the landing pages. When it comes to landing pages, they are business as usual. They have plenty of templates, as you can see in front of you, around 468 of them, and I would say even more based upon what else I'm going to show you. With that, they are very easy to edit, and there's plenty for different types of pages. We have squeeze pages, long sales pages, marketplace, checkout pages, thank you, personal brandings, webinars, video sales pages, and of course live event pages. Speaking of webinars, they do now have a webinar feature with a specific plan, which I'll show you also further into the review. Nevertheless, let's take a quick look at some of these, and what I'm going to do is just kind of open one up very quickly to kind of show you how the process works. These happen to be new, which is always a good thing. It's great when you see software is always evolving and adding new templates and new features. That's a great thing, which Kartra also has done recently. So let's open this up so I can show you how it works. I'm just going to call this new page since it's an example and click on create. Alright, so here we are with the templates, and like I said previously, templates are always going to be a great thing, especially for the fact that when you find one you really like, you're not going to have to change around whole too much. A lot of this is drag and drop, point and click. For example, if we wanted to change this, let's double click here, and this is where our awesome headline is going to go. If we were going to change this, we can go here, click on this edit style section when it comes to the actual video here, and of course, if we want to use Kartra video, we can do that. Keep in mind, you can upload your own videos through Kartra, so you won't need separate video hosting, which is always a good thing, but there's always going to be like the option for YouTube. However, I wouldn't recommend YouTube if you're going to be, say, doing a course, because if they are unlisted, sometimes people can find them and share them, plus there might be ads on them, which is the last thing you want, especially if you're selling like a higher price course. It's kind of annoying. You can just stick with Kartra video. Nevertheless, I've gone through the landing page previously, and it's once again pretty easy to use. There's going to be plenty of sections here, and something really cool in here is going to be the hero sections. These are specific blocks that you can literally just drag and drop into your actual landing page. So if you did want to get started from scratch, where you had a blank landing page, you could just simply drop this all the way in and obviously edit it around. There's quite a few of them here. A lot of them are going to be like personal branding pages, but in my opinion, some of these look great. You can change around the colors, simply edit the picture to be you or someone else, whoever it's going to be, change the name, change the text, and you're going to be good to go just for that specific section instead of kind of gluing everything together. I really like that when it comes to the block templates. I'm very big on templates overall. I think that's really great. Aside from that, there's plenty of other features like calls to actions, opt-in forms, checkout forms, countdowns are beautiful, download boxes, testimonials. They have everything that you need to make your life easier when it comes to actually creating your landing page, getting it up and running as well. Aside from that, pop-ups are an absolute delight. In case you're not familiar with them, let's just activate it very quickly. And a pop-up is going to be great because what happens is that this can pop up whenever you want. It could be a delay on landing, could be on every visit, the first visit, or maybe you just want an exit pop whenever someone, only on first visit when they go to leave. So say their mouse was here and they go up, it says, wait, we have something new for you. In my testing, whether it be Kartra or any landing page builder, any website, pop-ups and alert bars are a very easy way for you to increase your conversion. So if you have something that you want to give them, like a last-ditch effort, it could be a coupon, it could be a bonus, it could be something extra, it could be a fire sale going on, whatever the attention that you want to give, make sure you're at least using, say, a pop-up or an alert bar. Here's an example of an alert bar as well, so we can just drag this. Let's move this here. Okay, let's go back over here with the alert bar. So let's say we wanted to use this one. We can drop it right here. And this is what it's going to look like. So let's just exit out. Obviously, we would change this around, but it's just going to be a bar that kind of sits at the bottom. So no matter what you have here, once again, if you want to get the attention of someone, this is going to be something that's very important. So you have a multitude of ways to help increase your conversions with some of these micro features that are great. You can also utilize your help desk with this, if you want to connect that as well. Depending if you want to use Kartra or use a third-party help desk, it's really going to be up to you. But overall, editing the landing pages is pretty much going to be a breeze. I love the simplicity of them. I love the layout of them, and I think they look phenomenal, especially when you get your branding going and all your colors aligned. Not going to be too difficult to do, and I think that's a great thing for Kartra. So I previously talked about many of the landing page templates, but what's even better than that are the available campaigns that you might not be familiar with. These are going to be in the campaign section under available campaigns, and these are going to be full done for you campaigns where you can actually deploy these and get all of the different landing pages throughout the sales funnel done for you, up and running, where all you have to do is pretty much change around some of the text, some of the pictures, the price points, upload your product, and that's going to save you a ton of time when it comes to getting your course, product, service up and running. You'll notice there's a lot of different ones. Some are going to be for offline businesses, which isn't a big deal because you can always change it around. But as an example, we have some painters, plumbers, florists and such, photographers, dentists. But as we scroll down a little bit more, you're going to see a little bit more marketing related. So we have marketing services. Let's see, not accountants, agency services. Let's see, scrolling down more. Simple list builder, there we go, funnel building, free membership, VSL campaign, and these are a lot more of the marketing ones, right? So squeeze page campaigns, daily deals. I think Frank Kearns is in here. There we go. That's been around ever since Kartra launched. I remember that. I think he might have another one in here by him, but nevertheless, a lot of these are actually proven to convert very well because they've been around and pretty much modeled from those who have used them. So that's yet another great way of getting up and running very quickly with what Kartra has to offer for you. I know this isn't like the hugest feature in the world, and many of these have been around for a long time, but they have added many more done for you campaigns, and I think that's something that needs to be highlighted. And perhaps one of my favorite features that still comes along with Kartra, in my opinion, I think they have one of the best membership site builders around. In fact, I even think they're better than many of the software tools that are just specifically meant for memberships, and that's saying a lot because usually aspects like that only focus on their memberships. It's not always an easy thing to be an all-in-one platform and do many things well, and in my opinion, Kartra does do that very successfully. So the good thing also when it comes to membership sites is that it's business as usual. It's very similar to creating your landing pages, so it doesn't feel like you have to learn a whole lot new more, which is a good thing. They also come with a great little tutorial before you first start where it'll say, if you want to do this, show you the spots where you need to do it. Nevertheless, very quickly, this is going to be the sidebar content. So always it's going to have something there like your host, your progress bar, your featured post, the product. For example, we have our host here, which would be me. Let's drop it right here. And if we wanted to change this around, obviously we can put our picture here. We can show our social media icons, but I say something like this, like, your host or your instructor. I'm just doing this very quickly, right? So let's click save there. That's where that would go, for example. We also have a progress bar. If we wanted to add that in, simply drag and drop it. That's where it's going to go. Obviously, we can get rid of it, do whatever we want, and so on and so forth. Nevertheless, when it comes to that, we have our post as well. So if you want to edit those, it's going to be pretty easy to do as well. So all we need to do is hover over this section right here where the arrow is, and you'll notice we have our home. We can keep that there, but here we have our categories. So this could be like welcome. All right, and under that, we have a little subcategory. So this could be, say, the introduction. It's going to put intro. Let's save this. So we have to do the check mark here. And this is pretty much going to go on for all the categories. So let's just say like the category here is going to be like the main thing is called step 1. So if anyone entered in this membership, they're going to want to know, like, obviously go to step 1 first. And under that, let's just say if this is going to be something business related, it's going to be like lead generation, whatever it's going to be, right? And then after that is going to be like, let's see, edit this, email marketing, and so on and so forth. Obviously, you would go through and keep doing that. Let's save that just so you can kind of see the structure of it. If you'll notice, we have home, we have welcome, we have the intro there, and the step 1. So if we go on this, we click here, what we can do is actually edit this. So anytime we need a new post, we go here and we drag and drop it right there. So this was like the welcome. I'm just going to put that very quickly, add that there, looks good. Let's save it. You can also use an icon if you want. And just like that, everything is going to be completely similar to what I just did. Every time you want to create a new page or post or section, you're just going to quickly follow through, go on it, click on it, and of course, edit it. From there, we have some of the stuff we can utilize. I'm just going to drag and drop it very quickly. This is going to be our headline. Welcome to the course. Thank you. Did I spell that good? Okay. Thought I spelled it improperly. If we want to use a video, say we can drag and drop here. I'm just going to go with YouTube. I have one of me. I'm just going to paste in. Here's going to be an example video I have of YouTube. Let's add on in there. There I am. And of course, aside from that, if we wanted to add some text, we can drag and drop that right there, depending on how much we want to use. If we wanted to say add a divider to make it look pretty, if we wanted to do that, like I said, everything is pretty much just drag and drop. We have buttons that we can utilize as well. Let's drop that right down here. All right, we have click here to download. Let's say I don't like the color. Let's make it something a little bit more, yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Okay, we have our example, just an example. Let's do save. And of course we have a button there. So that's going to be the process when it comes to actually creating content. Very simple to do. Next thing we would do is go to step one, do lead generation, then email marketing. As long as you have your course already like together along with the videos and the stuff that you need, it's not going to take a whole long time to pretty much edit. And that's a good thing. Last but not least, let's say we want to go to our header here, and what we can do is change around the color, but let's just say we wanted to change our logo as well. So let's go here to edit. I'm going to change my logo. I've added in my logo, looks good. And if we move this, you can see there's just going to be a small logo. I'd probably use one that's a little bit longer, but now that we have there, we can change around the color a little bit so it pops a little bit more. Something like that, just so you can see it. Nevertheless, obviously, you can change around the colors. I just want to make sure you could see that. Overall, very easy process once again. So we can do actions as well. We can do save progress. And of course, before we leave, let's do save and exit so we can actually change around the structure if needed. So here we are. So this is the template that we have. We also have the ability where like everything's mostly going to be on the left. So we have the top panel at the top. We have the top like with a little bit under it in case you want to use some more color there. And you have one on the left. I think it looks good as it is right there. I'm just going to do save and preview so you can see it. There we go. And obviously the colors aren't that great at the top. I would probably change those around as well as the logo, but this is not something that's going to be taking you a lot of time once you actually have your stuff together. And that's a great thing. The landing page builder is very similar to the memberships, and that's a great big benefit as I talked about previously. So you don't have to learn a whole lot of new, technology when it comes to using this, especially if you're a course creator. I think you're really going to like their membership section. And last but not least, this is going to be a feature that's only with specific Kartra pricing plans, which I'll talk about last and next. But here is going to be with the new live webinars. So there is the ability for a click and open your room basic configuration. I want to show you that because it's just going to be as easy as possible. If you ever felt like going live, you're like, I just need to go live. I have my stuff all together. I need the room open as soon as possible. This is for you. So you can go with the advanced configuration if you want, but let's go with basic and do next. So what you can do when it comes to your new webinar, you can do it right now. You can do always on, or you can do scheduled. Let's say you need it right now. You're running late. You just got home. You got a webinar to run. Let's click on right now and let's go to create. All right, so very quickly, let's put Marketing Island, for creators how to create an online business around YouTube. Once again, we could upload our logo when you need to. We have the full name, sure. Okay, and I just added in the information there very quickly. And what I want to do here is create webinar. And just like that, as easy as that, all we need to do is just simply click on this and just open it in a new tab. Obviously, this is something we would change around with the logo that we had there before, but it's as easy as that if you wanted to get up and running very quickly. Add in your settings, add in the title, your logo, your name, give everyone the link, email it out, send it out, post it on social media. If you're running late, you can get up and running with a live webinar very quickly. Just make sure you have your content and your slides together. Obviously, that's going to be on you, but getting the actual webinar up and running very quickly, a smooth process. So Kartra has been out for many years now, and I've gotten to review them many times as they go to change and evolve over the market with what people are looking for. And overall, I still love what Kartra happens to offer. I haven't even begun to scratch the surface when it comes to their features like I talked about before, just simply because I have many videos about many of the micro features, and there's a ton of them, given them that they are a true all-in-one platform. Let's take a quick look at the pricing plans now, because they have changed a little, and they've added some of the actual newer and bigger features to some plans, while some don't have them. So with the starter, it's going to be $119 a month. Growth is going to be $229, and professional is going to be $549. You can switch to annual pricing if you'd like to get a discount. Nevertheless, everything is going to be pretty much changing unless there's all check marks here. So in the beginning, you get up to 2,500 contacts, then 12,500, then of course 25,000. I think they do have more plans beyond those, but these are just going to be the basic ones in the beginning. Aside from that, some of the great things here you're going to see is that pretty much all of these right here, let's highlight this. You're getting all of these, which is good, and as well as forms. So surveys and quizzes, unfortunately, aren't going to be on the starter one along with the webinars. Like I said, with webinars, that's just going to be starting off on growth, but it does come with 300 attendees, which is pretty good if you ask me, because I know if you're going to get that from a separate webinar software, you'd have to pay a good amount of money, and the fact that they added it in here is a nice little touch. Scrolling down a little bit more, we have our launch, so a lot of things going on here with the funnels and campaigns, unlimited email and SMS, checkout checkouts, lead capture, lead management, sales management, calendars, which I believe they recently added to the starter, which is a good thing. So if you're like a coach, client, or consultant, or maybe you just need anything for a calendar when it comes to scheduling appointments or, coaching calls, that's a good thing here. Funnel simulation is something I didn't get to talk about, but as it says here, forecast your funnel earnings and ROI with precision. So if you like stats and more of interesting things like that, where you get to see how much you'd be spending, how much you're going to be making, that's going to be starting off on the growth plan. And of course, real-time funnel analytics. If you really love your data and your numbers, this can monitor your funnels with up to the minute data that's just going to be in the professional. Aside from that, we do have some advanced analytics, automated sequences. But if you're looking for like, say, affiliate management and anything help desk supported, at least with the support, that's going to be starting off from the growth. And if you want live chat, that's going to be with professional. Agency is going to be related to the growth and professional, but depending on what you're looking for, that may or may not be helpful. Obviously, if you're just looking to like sell a course, not doing anything agency related, that probably shouldn't be a big deal for you. Nevertheless, as I cap off my Kartra review, I still think Kartra is a fantastic blend of, I guess you could say, mixing together and meshing simplicity with automation. I like the fact that they've introduced a lot of new features to this. I love the fact that their landing page builder and membership course builder overall is still fantastic, probably one of my favorites. They look fantastic, they're easy to create, and they give you plenty of templates to get up and running even if you're a technophobe. Despite the fact they might not be the best solution for someone who's just getting started off or maybe doesn't know what a landing page is. However, if you were in that scenario, Kartra might not be your best bet at the time until you get a little bit more experience. Nevertheless, individuals who have at least some sort of online business experience, creators, course creators, anyone who's looking to sell courses, sell products, offer services, coaching, or utilize webinars, or pretty much anyone with a little bit of experience, I think can really get a lot of value out of Kartra, especially if you utilize a lot of their bells and whistles and features that I've talked about in this review, even like something like as simple as like pop-ups or the alert bars. Nevertheless, I still think Kartra is worth at least giving a try, given the fact that they don't have a $1 trial and it's now free, and if you use my link down below, it'll be extended to a full 30 days instead of I think like 14 is what it used to be. So that's my overall review when it comes to Kartra, my new and updated review. I know I didn't get to talk about everything, but that's overall some of the upgraded and best features and perks that Kartra has to offer. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.